I want to touch on that boy Logic's album.
Okay.
He fell under a lot of heat from a certain other podcast network. For Mr. Joe Budden himself. Calling that shit whack. He was telling him to retire from music. He was going crazy. It was all behind this remix that Logic did of Ice Cube's Today Was a Good Day, which is like, why are you touching? He made some weird hipster indie acoustic version of that song.
I peeped it was on YouTube on his channel.
It was horrible. It was trash. I'll admit, that one was garbage. That was horrible. Horrendous.
Even before that, right? Before you even get into the album, I want to talk about how our history with Logic, because Logic, in our area at least, in our geographic locale, of Westchester.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I'm educated. Of Westchester, we listen to. Search it up. We listened to Logic a lot back in the day. A lot.
We did. I don't know if it was a lot. Actually, it was a lot of people, man. It was really a lot of people.
A lot of people listened to Logic back in the day, bro.
His Young Sinatra mixtapes. The Bobby Tarantino. Not really the Bobby Tarantino.
Nah, I fuck with the Bobby Tarantino.
The first one was good. Young Sinatra. Young Broken Infamous.
Yeah. All of those. Everybody in our area fucked with Logic.
And even his first, to me, his first 3 albums had greatness on them. Under Pressure to me is a classic album, honestly.
Gang Related.
How you doing?
That song.
The Incredible True Story
Mom was good.
Has some great songs on there too.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. And everybody has great songs on there too. I mean, you even have a hidden J. Cole feature on everybody, you know? I mean, Logic has always been about that. He can rap. He has great albums. He's put together great music.
Yo. Alright. Why? Oh, okay, I got you. I can see.
That's true.
I'm
That's
watching.
True. Ginger loves Chinese food. He might. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that.
The cat is a little too frisky.
I just edited myself in real time. Anyways, yeah, he's had great songs, great albums, great projects, great works of music, and I've enjoyed Logic. He's enjoyed Logic. We've had friends who've enjoyed Logic.
Yeah,
a lot of people enjoy Logic.
I just haven't listened to him in a long time. Me personally, I haven't listened to him in a long time.
When he talks about stuff that's very relatable and makes you more in tune with even just hip hop in itself, he speaks a lot about hip hop as a genre. He speaks a lot about the struggles of growing up broke, the struggles of growing up with drugs and drug addiction all around you, his family issues. When he gets into stuff like that, and when he gets into that bag, I think he's one of the better rappers, probably one of the greater rappers that make music.
To me, I said this before the pod, but to me, he doesn't need anybody's validity.
He doesn't. Because he's already been verified by others.
He's been verified by the Wu-Tang Clan that says like that. I don't have to say anything about it. So, the nigga rhymed with Raekwon.
He had RZA. He had RZA on this album. He had Redman on this album, on the new one. He had Joey Badass on this album. Static Selector on this album.
Shout out Static Selector. Been putting in work.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, Logic has been in this awkward position where the last couple of albums he dropped on that label deal, that major label deal he signed, were not regarded as better projects. He did like a supermarket album, which was in tie with like a book deal or something like that. And it wasn't the best. Some people view him as corny. And I agree with some of the songs. He does get into corny subjects. He starts rapping about Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. And that's when he kind of loses me, because it's like, I understand like making reference to shit like that. But if you're going to make whole songs about how, I like to do this and that and watch this, it's like, there's not a lot of quality.
The man is rebranding.
There's not a lot of quality.
He's been rebranding.
He rebranded. He was doing that Twitch shit
since he got out the deal. Let's keep it a beat.
You mentioned he was in the deal when he was doing that though. This album that he put out is his first fully independent album off the label out of any deal. And honestly, and now it makes me think: were those last 3, let's say, maybe trash albums that you released on the label deal, or were that just to fulfill your contract and get the hell out of there? Because I think it was a 17-track album. This album that I'm talking about is called College Park. And it features RZA, we already mentioned. Whatever, I mentioned the features already.
The irony.
College Park is amazing. It sounds like an old Logic mixtape. 17 tracks. I think I love about 9 or 10 of them. Which, for his projects, is not bad. It's not bad, especially with what he's been producing lately. And I was showing him the songs before the pod. They're great. They sound just as the same Logic that we used to enjoy when we were younger. When we were in middle school, going to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Middle school, hanging out outside, doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So
the golden era.
I hope that Logic is back to doing work like this. I hope he doesn't take that criticism from Joe Budden too lightly. Please stop doing remixes of whatever the hell you're doing.
Why, nigga?
Acoustic hipster remixes.
Why?
I'm not here for that. Because that just adds to your corny image. And I know you don't give a fuck about it, but it changes the way people consume your music. And all I want for you is to succeed. You've had songs that have been actually pretty great. I've been repeatedly listening to them. You got a lot of streams out of me so far ever since this album dropped. He promoted this album for over a month and a half.
Okay.
Don't ruin it by doing some corny shit.
Nigga, but that's him. He's corny.
Let it sit.
He's corny.
Maybe he's corny. He's a dad. Whatever. I
That's
like
his
it.
style right
I
now.
respect it. I respect it. But you know, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just a sucker for nostalgia and I miss the old Logic. But this album reminded me a lot about it. Standout tracks to me were "Come On Down" is one of my favorites. "Wake Up," which was a single I released before, was my favorite.
Yeah.
"Lightsabers" with C. Castro. Shout out C. He's been on many Logic songs, many of Logic's mixtapes throughout the years.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
I probably know. I don't know.
"Lightyear" was good.
That name sounds familiar though, but I'm not sure what he looks like.
The song that was a latitude and longitude, I forgot, coordinate, whatever. I'm not going to say the name because it's fucking a bunch of numbers and you're crazy if you think I'm going to say that. And "Shimmy, Shimmy Ya, Shimmy Yay," ode to ODB that features Joey Badass on the album.
Shout out
is
ODB.
great, and he's really he's promoting that one heavy, which I could definitely hear. When I first heard the song, I could tell he was going to push it as his lead single from this. But yeah, there's other songs on there where he's like actually rapping and spitting, talking that shit. So shout out Logic, I'm giving you your flowers. Don't say no one never gave you your flowers. You know? And he likes to respond to the hate a lot, and maybe that might add to the way people perceive him.
Hey,
Fuck it, you don't always have
numbers,
to respond.
nigga.
You don't always have to respond.
Nigga, but any promo is good promo.
That's true.
Good press,
That's
bad
true.
press is good. So he's
yeah.
he's egging on, but he's the number one talked about right now.
He kind of got overshadowed because
His name is in the fucking the mix right now.
yeah. I mean, he got overshadowed a little bit, I think, when he first dropped due to the Don Toliver and the Yeet releases. I think that came out on the same day as this Logic project. Fortnite.